What's up? What's up? Let me close that out. Let me close that out. There we go. I'm a bit early, about a minute early. But it's all good in the neighborhood, right? Let me see if that's still good. Let's pop that up there. Yeah, let's see what's going on in the neighborhood. I saw a couple things this week in the news, or between news and social media. One was Bigfoot vocals recorded in Minnesota, and then there was something filmed, Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization, I think it's the name of them. They filmed something in Colorado, maybe, I'm not sure. It was pretty cool. Anyway, Baldy should be coming up tonight. I just talked to him a little while ago on the phone, so hopefully he'll get a good connection and jump in tonight too. I need a cigar sponsor. Tonight, I'm smoking a punch. 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 Come on, focus. There it is. That's what I need. I need a cigar sponsor. Hell, if I had a cigar sponsor, I wouldn't mind doing cigar reviews. Oh, I see you down there, Sneaky Pete. Hello, Dad.
How you doing, bub?
I'm just sitting here chilling.
Willing and chilling, huh?
Yeah. Lost some more chickens last night.
Really?
Yeah, and coyotes are hitting me.
How many did you lose last night?
I know it two. I don't know, probably more than that, but I know I definitely lost two young ones.
Long enough to do something for her. But I'll find out.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll talk to you later.
Sneaky little boogers.
Yep, they are.
But I got 50 foot of 1 by 2 inch wire that I'm putting on the inside of the chain link, so they can't get their snouts in there. Because the little ones aren't roosting yet. They're going up against that chain link fence and piling up and in there. And
that's where they get them.
Yeah, that's where they pulled them through. How you feeling?
Some better. Some better.
Good. Good deal.
Hanging in there is all I can do, brother.
That's all we all can do.
Yep.
That's all we all can do. At least it's a beautiful evening out here.
We just got a big storm.
Did you? It just had a rain shower come through here a little while ago.
Yeah, we had a pretty hard wind, a lot of rain and lightning, and it's about gone now.
Right. My message to me.
Mom and Dad coming up?
I don't know. I sent them a message, but they might be working, working on something. They usually out by, after dark, either milking or doing something.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, them being the only two there, he ain't got no choice. Neither one of them do. Got to take care of them animals.
I know it. I know it.
Thinking about buzzing my hair and my beard.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to let my head grow out. I'm not even going to shave it anymore. I don't know. I'm going to see what happens.
I'll take your place.
It's all good in the hood.
There you go. That's what it's about. She doing anything?
Yeah. The evil thing.
Yeah, I just took the dog out.
Oh. Yeah, I let my terrors up. I gotta be careful now. I gotta fence my yard in now because I'm scared to death now. I gotta, I usually carry a gun out here anyway, but when there's little, I bring 3 out at a time, and they're little pack animals, but still I gotta be careful. I mean, a damn coyote can snatch a chihuahua up and run quick.
Snatch him in a heartbeat.
So yeah, I really got to fence in the front here, fence in the yard.
Hi, Michelle, Judy, Mary.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Links up top if anybody wants to jump on. We're right underneath Papa's first comment. I was waiting to see if Baldy shows up. He said, I talked to him a little while ago. He said he was going to come on.
That's good. I like Baldy.
He's got some stuff going on down there. So this week he had some more activity.
How's he feeling?
Oh, he's not seen the thing, so hopefully he'll jump on soon. And speak of the devil.
Yep, there he is.
Yeah, speak of the devil.
How you doing?
What's up, bro?
Oh, not much. I was playing with cows.
Yeah.
Did they moo all over you?
Yes, they moved all over and got out to different property, but I got them all in.
Ah.
Sweet. Sweet. Yeah, Pop and I were just talking. I was just telling him that you had some activity going on down there. I don't know if you wanted to talk about it or not. That's up to you.
Sure. The thing is people have always come up there and say that, they have these interactions with Bigfoot and stuff. And I believe that they also have like a sense of humor. And so when they know that they can mess with you, and I'm the type of individual that if I hear it, whatever, in one certain area, I'm not going to go in over there because he knows that, because that's his place. So this morning, every time when I call the cows, I always use my Bigfoot call. I've done that for like 2 or 3 years. And then so this morning, I was calling the cows up and everything like that, and all of them were facing one area, and I'm going, this is odd. And so I did my Bigfoot call, and they still stayed there, and they didn't move. And I did my Bigfoot call again, and all of a sudden I heard a call right out there where the cattle were looking at. So I knew real well that he was messing with me. So I just said some words to it and just
said some choice words to it.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, Rob.
Poor
Howdy,
Rob.
everybody.
Poor Rob.
Poor Rob.
Yeah, it's well, at least your Bigfoot call works.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's some times. One particular year, I think was last year, I think it was, and I was doing my call, and I always called them like around this time, and so every time, and this one particular day, I went out there to go look at the pond, making sure that there was water there, and then I thought I saw a track by the pond area, and then so I said, no, that's not a track, and then so as soon as I went back, I noticed a twist on a tree, and it was fresh. And I'm going, man. It goes, and I went back towards over there. Goes, this must be a track or something. So I went over there to snap a photo of this thing. Think it might be a track or might not be. So as soon as I was about to snap it, and then right behind me. I don't know how far this creature was, and it actually snapped 2 sticks together, and I jumped like around 3-4 feet up in the air. And
I'd say so.
Yeah, and I knew that was funny of him, and I said some words to him, and so I call him the F word. So, and then sure enough, I guarantee you, one of these days, I want to hear the F word come out from the woods. So
Yeah.
most definitely.
They're learning from you.
Oh yes, sir.
Now, do you have some kind of device you use for a call, or do you just have a call that you do?
Just a call that I do. what I did one time that I thought was pretty fascinating, and I kind of and I shoot myself on the foot all the time, every time. So what I did was I actually got a if you go to Walmart and you buy these little lights that you put batteries in, like the AA batteries, and they're real tiny little lights and everything like that type deal, and you actually so what I did was I actually put them inside a jar, a 5-gallon jar, and I actually put them down the creek, and I did it where it does probes on it,
Yeah.
little movements of light. And then and then all of a sudden the area, and I didn't put a video camera or nothing like that type deal. I just left it there for shits and giggles, and to see if something would move it. And then all of a sudden that thing was moved to another part of the creek, and then I actually found it, and I'm going, this is odd, and it looked like if something was trying to mess with the lids and everything like that to try to get it open. I thought that was
Wow.
pretty fascinating. Yeah.
Hey, Papa, y'all talk real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
There's a ring.
So, Pop, what got you into Bigfoot?
I thought about it, pretty well since I was about 18, 19 years old. I'm originally from Ohio, right on the Michigan line.
Okay.
And there's been, some sightings up there with it. But, I've always been kind of curious about it.
I got 6 more.
Wow.
Now,
And,
Bob,
Yes,
I
sir.
wanted to let Jackie know. Y'all cover your ears a little bit, but I'm gonna do a call for you. This is how I do my calls.
We don't blame that.
All right.
Okay.
They're not going to taste good.
Some real thin. You have to watch.
Like I told her, zucchini
Did you
bread,
hear it?
it won't matter.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it won't matter about zucchini bread.
That's how I do my calls out wherever I'm at. Like,
All right, let
you
me
can
do
hear
my
it.
That's kind of why I
Let me do-
stopped and picked them up.
Yeah, I would
Told
do
her
my
to
call.
flag me down, and he actually said, "Hey, you
Hey,
want some
Garrett
zucchini?"
Johnson.
I was like,
Go ahead.
"Yeah, I'll take some."
Yeah, there you go. Cool.
All
Awesome.
right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, it is about the same tone. If you notice that, it's kind of like the same tone. It's a
Right.
because I've matter of fact, Tracy Arnold, he was putting his camera up all night long until it died, and doing it live. But he sent me a clip and said, "What do you hear?" Well, I got since I do music and movie stuff, I got a sound thing for recording. I got a software on my computer. So I froze it and amplified it, and I swear, you hear the famous because down where Tracy lives down there, they got that. It's called. It goes by the name of the Yahoo, and it's not a coyote because I cleaned it up and amplified, and you plainly hear that thing go Yahoo, and it ain't a person. I mean, it's really a great
Wow.
catch. It's really a great catch.
Fantastic.
But I'm sure they all have their different calls for different things. Like I was told at one time that the wood knocking, if you hear one knocking like a woodpecker, like that, that's like a young one trying to get his parents' attention or something, and I don't know how people determine this, but the funny thing is there was a guy that was driving in fence posts or marking a trail, but he was putting in posts, but tapping them in. And as he tapped them in, he turned around and there was one standing back behind him.
Wow.
I guess because of the tapping.
You need to hire Dez. She's one on a keyboard, sound like a woodpecker.
So then they got a big old argument.
Oh, I got to get rid of somebody already.
I said,
I didn't even see him up there. Bye, John Doe. Have a nice night. The trolls are coming in.
Which
We're
one?
Oh, there was a guy on here, John Doe, talking about his pubes. I just had to block him.
Oh, is that who that was?
I don't know who it is, but you know what? If there's a moderator and they see him, I says I blocked him, but I don't know if that's just me. So if you see John Doe pop up again, eject them.
Yeah, whenever they get that big.
I'm not dealing with them idiots.
zucchini bread. Yep.
Yeah, Des does call Bigfoot all the time.
That's what I'm getting ready to say.
She's the woodpecker in heat.
Baldy, did you ever see that picture that Greg Yost got of the one he called Curious George?
No, I didn't.
Let me know.
I believe Greg. I do believe him. And if he got, this was a couple years ago, but a lot of people say it's not real. But I tell you, it's a wild looking little thing. Whatever he caught.
Uh-huh.
So
Wow.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
Things south of town. I think probably
Yeah, he froze up.
maybe half acre.
Yep.
but yeah, here lately I've been seeing things on social media. Anyway, sorry about that. Jackie, I know you're watching. You remember Homestead Land Scott up in Wisconsin? I know you remember him, Jack. Yeah, there she is. She posted. But here lately, someone just posted some sounds that were caught up in Minnesota, and then someone just said, "I have to find it. I'll send it to you if I find it, Baldy." But someone had a. What's up, Pop?
I gotta go for a while. I'll be back.
All right, Dad. You be careful.
All right.
Yes.
Love you.
You have to say it in a hurry, Shaky. When he says he's gone, he's gone.
Yeah, I see. Now, Glenn, I tell you down in North Carolina, I'm sure you haven't heard more about sightings down there, because it seems to me I've been hearing about sightings down in North Carolina here recently too.
Well, I told you a while back I heard something making a knocking racket down below down in the woods down there.
Is there a stream down there by chance?
Oh yeah.
See, Baldy? And we were talking about that. We're firm believers that follow streams, because you got frogs, minnows, crawfish. You got plenty to eat, and it's a water supply, and it's a highway. It's they can travel it.
Right. See, and also too, Shaky, when the flood comes,
Yeah.
And then what it'll do is down here, there's like little trees growing on the area in there. It will just the floods would come out so fast that they will actually take the roots out of the tree. And there will be areas where it could be like a mile, maybe like a mile to mile and a half straight. It's just like a highway there.
Right.
And, and then the only things that stay up pretty well are the giant oak trees. They've been here for hundreds of years. And then if they're going to need something to get away from the high water, they could easily climb these big oak trees and everything. And these things are monsters. I don't know if y'all seen a cottonwood tree. I think that's what you call it.
I have.
Yeah, these suckers are massive, and we have some growing in these creeks as well. But these trees are like massive. Anything could hide in these things. Yeah. So I mean, we got down these creeks, because even in the history of the stuff of the Falk monster, they always said it always follows the creeks, and down here they always follow the Medio Creek. They always follow the Blanco Creek. They always follow all these creeks. But the thing is, again, what's fascinating right now is that we really haven't hit the peak of Bigfoot season yet, because we're going to start feeding our deer next month. Well, actually this month, and we have yeah. And then once the feeders start going off for the deer, so there are hogs and all these other deer that get to that one area, and I think it makes it a little bit more easier for Bigfoot to catch its prey.
Yeah, and like you and I've talked about before, like in Alaska, when somebody shoots something in Alaska to eat, they got to get it cleaned and gutted and cleaned up and cut up and out of there, because when a bear hears a rifle go off in Alaska, that's like ringing a dinner bell. He knows something is there to be eaten. And gunshots don't drive bear off up there. They bring them in. So, and I think Bigfoot's the same way, because, if you drop a deer, I don't care where you live. If you drop a deer, more than likely you're going to gut it right where it's laying and make, to lighten it up to carry it out of the woods. And that's what they want, that gut pile.
Yep.
Gary, I could drop the link, Gary, if you want to come on here and talk about what happened to you, but it's your story. I'm not going to get into it. But you're more than welcome to come up here if you want. I know Gary's story because I talked to him. Gary's a great guy, and but that's up to you, Gary. I'll put the link out if you want to come up here and talk about it, or if you just want to join in. So, question for you guys: why don't we see so many pics of these things? There's so many cameras out in the woods. I can't say I believe or not. I'm sure to open and listen to. Scott, I'm going to tell you, one of the best pictures I've ever seen of Bigfoot came from a trail cam. And a lot of people don't make theirs public because they're scared to be ridiculed or be called a hoaxer, or there's a lot of reasons why they don't. And to be honest, these cameras make noises. And I think these things can sense either the electronics of that camera, or they can smell that camera or something. And I just think there's more to it with them than just getting a picture of them.
So you saying they're smarter than the average bear?
Yeah, and one theory I've also had is, and you all can laugh at me because without the body, it's all theories, really. It's what we got to go on. What we can learn, unless we have scientific proof to back it up, physical actual proof to back it up. It's a theory. But one theory I have is, do you know when the stoplight cameras came out, they were selling that spray stuff? It was like Pam, but it was like spray oil, and you put it over your license plate, so if the thing flashed the picture, it blurred it out, your tag out. I kind of wonder if they have a coating of oil on their skin and in their hair that's a protected, but causes that when they get that picture taken, it causes it to blur.
See, I've always, I did a lot of thinking of that myself. And if you actually think about it, that,
because even us, we have oily skin.
Right.
Huh? I didn't catch what you said at the last part.
Yeah, because I think it's more or less like a hand movement that a man does. And because the thing is, again, I believe that they've been shot at so much that they're a little bit jittery. And the thing is also, too, when I was small, they actually taught me how to hunt. They actually taught me how to hunt for deer. And they always taught me never go up straight up in the air, like walking, just like a man walks. Straight up in the air, he has a gun on the side here and everything like that. And then so when he stands up, he sees man. But if you hump down a little bit and arch your back a little bit, have your gun here on the side, and hunch your back a little bit, they're thinking that you're an animal. So so that's the way that we normally snuck up on our deer, like that we get a better shot at it. But I believe man stands up, and I believe that they believe that man might have guns to shoot him or something. So,
now another theory I have about them is they get mistaken for bear a lot, and I'll tell you why. I where a bear walks normally on four legs and then gets up on two sometimes, I believe a Bigfoot usually walks on two, but can get down on four and really move when he wants to. He's got that capability. He can get down and truck on four legs. He's not just two-legged. He can do either or. And I think, if you're driving down the road and you see some cows out in the field, black cows, and you see one standing off to the side at a distance, you're not going to think about it unless you stop and stare at it. But that could be a daggone Bigfoot on four legs, and you just not even know it. You just might think it's a small cow. Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure. I had a cousin of mine. He saw something standing down his pipeline area, and so when he looked on the side there, that thing was gone. And he kept on looking at his rear view mirror. So when he adjusted the mirror and started going real slow and away from the area, that thing stood back up and walked back into the woods. And then so the thing is, again, he's pretty quick into not to be seen like that. he's a very smart animal. He's more, we always call it the ninja of the forest or the guardian of the forest.
Sure.
He knows the forest better than we do. So,
Gary, here's a link if you want to try. I just put the link in the thing if you want to try to get on here. All you gotta do is click on it and follow the thing and make sure the mic and camera all works. But I just it was a long time ago. I was watching the documentary, and I'm not sure if the guy was on Everest or in the I think he was in the Himalayas. But anyway, he come out of his tent, and it was a bright full moon, and I think there was some snow, so he had light. And what it was is he thought it was a boulder out away from his tent. But he said he didn't remember the boulder being there. But then when he came back out, the boulder actually got up and walked away. Because it was just sitting down like this watching them. And it was dark enough that it was just a black image, so it looked like a boulder sitting there.
Right. Wow. Wow. I got an old story. My cousins were actually had this boat, and they were actually fishing at night. They actually had their lanterns up right by the shore area, and they had this small little boat. And then so they heard something screaming pretty close by, and they said, "Oh man!" He goes, "That's just a bobcat, or that's a coyote." Blah blah blah. He goes, "I don't think that's what it is." And then so he goes, "I'm gonna lay down in this boat and go to sleep." He goes, "All right, go ahead." He goes, "You know what? I'm gonna join you. I'm gonna at least sleep for at least 5 or 10 minutes. I'm tired." And then so he comes up there, and they're both sleeping on the boat. And then all of a sudden, something looked like it actually kicked the boat and just shoved them back into the water.
Oh wow!
I thought that was pretty fascinating.
Is that
rain
doing that?
What's it doing, Gary? I can hear you, but you're real low.
Oh, there's a lot of voice. I'm hearing a lot of voices.
Do you still have your YouTube tab open? If you have your YouTube tab open with the StreamYard, you'll get feedback. So you got to go in and either mute the YouTube or get out of YouTube.
Yeah, because I entered StreamYard.
Yeah, if you still have YouTube open, click out of YouTube because you're in through StreamYard.
I probably ended up goofing up.
No, you'll be all right.
There.
Yeah, now it should have stopped.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was hearing 3 or 4 different voices. Oh, it's confusing.
Now, are you comfortable to talk about what happened to you?
I could, talk about it some. Could, because like I said, I've written everything down to you. So
yeah, I know your story, but I don't, without people's permission, I don't tell people stories. You know what I mean? That's out of respect. But if you want to tell Baldy and all of us what happened, tell us what happened. It's pretty cool.
Well, other than December, it was the second week of buck season in the 2014, and it was a real late foggy haze, or something like that. And I have to go. I have to drive by about, I say roughly 6 miles, and when I try to get to my spot, it's probably about I'm gonna at least say 2.5 miles straight up. It's straight up because it's on game land. It's on game land. Our weather has been really, really horrible. Hardly no snow because it rained and rained because we had these gas drillers. Oh my God, they've been here about for 15, 20 years now almost. Quite a long time. Our weather changed dramatically. All it did was rain, and I could sneak down this path, walk down this thing, probably about a mile. Yeah, I'll say about a good mile. 10, you gotta. So I'm talking on this thing right now, so you gotta be quiet. Oh, talk to my grandson. And I was there, probably when I'm trying to get my spot, and I'll take my good old time walking. I did run to a doe, but at the time I had my doe license too. I don't which cause. I just let it go, and I got down to my spot to the tree, waiting, waiting. It was probably about 25 degrees. I'd say. I thought it was going to be warm now. 'Cause like I said, I wasn't been so crazy. It's been so crazy when the gas dollars came. And I know, but let's see what happened then. When started walking, and I could hear something. I said, what the heck? I heard something. So I stopped and tried listening. So I heard it again or not. And I looked off to my see. Yeah, I looked off to my right because I had like a little clearing. Waiting, waiting, didn't see nothing. So I started walking down a little bit further, probably another 15, 20 yards, and I heard it again. I said, what the heck? So I know I heard something. So I stopped and looked off to the great big old open clearing. I didn't see nothing. You know, like I said, I waited, but I didn't see nothing. So, well, what the heck? So I just kept walking on. I got to the trees. I only had to walk probably another maybe 30 yards to this big old tree. I go every year, great big old tree. I go to. So I was waiting and waiting. And I said, no, since the wind, no, like this, a real light breeze. I mean, really light. I mean, cause I figured, well, I could smoke because I'm facing upwards, and the smoke is gonna go blow behind me. So I, lit the cigarette. I did, and now all of a sudden I had to look. And here, three buck were huddled together. They were pushing each other. They were pushing each other. That should have been a red flag. That should have been a red flag for me right there. But stupid me, I didn't know. How my that's the first time I've seen something like that happen in my whole life. Of all the years I've been in them woods hunting, I never seen three bucks push each other. They was none of each other with a horn. So I know instead of shooting into them, I would never do that. I would never. I'm that kind of a hunter. I would never do that. So I got behind me, put my cigarette out, waited. I could have been no more. I'd say a minute, if that. I turned around and they were gone. The friggin' deer were gone. So I said, well, what the hell? So I took my gun, I did a scope around. And boy, that's when I laid eyes on it right there. Oh my God. Boy, I raised my gun up and down 3 friggin' times. Boy, my heart fell right through my chest when I seen it. Man, he was right behind me. I seen more than 30 yards. He was sitting down on a deadfall. So I know he's sitting on a deadfall because until I went back until I went back. It took me a long time to go back. But, wow. I couldn't believe it. Man, he even leaned on the third time because I keep my scope on 4 because it was so thick with brush. So I wouldn't raise up on 5 power. So I have a 4 to 10 Simmons 50 millimeter scope on it. And so, if I put up on high, the limb, show up all the limbs. So that's why I had, keep on low. So I know when I turn it up and wow. I couldn't believe what I seen. And I tell you, the face, his face alone, man, I tell you, oh, I could, I couldn't see. I only just seen his eyes. Just the friggin' I couldn't see. I waited. I thought, if I could watch him blink.
Hmm.
I didn't see him blink. I didn't see no mouth, no ears. No, I just seen friggin' eyes. On the third time I raised my scope, when I did turn up, it leaned. I mean, it actually leaned, looking right at me. It was looking right at me. It leaned, looked right at me. Oh, then after that, I just walked out. I pretended I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I pretended I didn't see it. And I kept my gun right onto it. I kept it pointed at its face. I had to know. I had to know. I was pointing my gun at his face. I looked. I mean, it's huge. This thing is huge. He is freaking huge. I want to say he's anywhere from 4 to 5 feet wide. So that's from
Wow.
shoulder, from shoulder. Oh yeah, jet black, jet black. It's huge. Big friggin' head on. Oh my God. They had that corner shake. They had that tassel thing like. I know I seen that. They said no. I said yes. These other groups, when I said a tassel, they probably thought horns, but no horn. I mean, like a lock of hair that it would come down. I seen it probably about
Yeah.
oh, probably I'm gonna say rough 5 inches, maybe 6 somewhere on there. And he had a small beard, just a small beard too. I could see that right there. But as far as seeing his mouth, his nose, or his ears, I couldn't see nothing. It was just some friggin' eyes. They're
Could
funny
you-
shaped eyes.
Could you tell if they had a chin?
No, because of the what's it called beard.
The beard.
No, I
Cool.
was in fright, Steve. I was in fright, and I was
Yeah.
gonna say my no, just a pound and shit. Yeah, I was scared.
And it took you a long time to go back in the woods, didn't
Oh, it
it?
did.
After seeing it.
Yeah, a year and a half or more.
Wow.
Wow.
You know who talked me into going back? I didn't want to, man. I was trembling. I I I had teared my eyes from that whole year and a half. I had teared my eyes every day, every day. And I couldn't close my eyes. I kept seeing his face. I kept seeing his face looking at me. I should never looked at him in the eyes. I mean, he was looking right at me when I had my scope. I know he was looking through my scope. I know he was.
I've had people say they look like somebody with Down syndrome. I've heard they look like demons. I've heard that the ugliest thing you've ever seen. I've heard a lot of different things, and
I'd say more on the demonic side. I would say more on the demonic side.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. You were out there hunting, correct?
Yes,
Okay. How many times did you go to that area?
I go there every year. Every year.
Every year.
Yep.
Okay.
So I think he
Um,
knew me. I think he knew it like that. I think he knew who I was.
Yeah,
Like,
because the
the
thing
evil
is,
look. Oh, the ungodly evil look he was giving me. Oh my god. I know it wanted to tear me apart. I think because I was pointing my gun at it. I don't know. But I mean, it was giving me the awful evil look I ever seen.
right. See, the thing is, you have to understand one thing. I always tell people this: routine is everything. Because every time when I had my Bigfoot experience and everything like that, Tabio, I did do the same thing all over again. Like right now, I'm over here with taking care of some cattle and talking to y'all at the same time. And so I had my experiences here in this certain ranch compared to other ranches where routine to us was everything, and we actually saw it. And the thing is, again, when he knew exactly that you were coming, he knew exactly that you were hunting, and so he was just waiting for you.
Yeah,
And
but
then thing is, again, it was a thought that came to mind, and when I actually had one experience with a Bigfoot where I was actually atop of a tree, and he started to breathe real deep, and the very first thing that came to my mind was how do you
break.
feel that
That's how
something
you're
else
breaking up.
basically. And so I went got down from the tree and took up to the house and got
You're still
Gus to
you're
come
still
back a
breaking
couple
up.
days later, and that tree was knocked down.
So,
So
Baldy, something's happened to your mic.
Yeah, you're breaking up, Galvin. You're
Now,
breaking up.
something's happened to his mic. Can't,
You was breaking up pretty bad. You were. Can you hear me? I don't
can
know
you
if you
hear
can.
us, Baldy?
yeah, what now? What was that again?
There you go. You back now. You mic or something had messed up. We couldn't hardly hear you.
Yeah, yeah, I got a. There's something wrong with my microphone.
It's
Yeah.
working now.
It is all right. Great. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
sorry,
Okay.
but
Great.
my chickens were going crazy. I thought those coyotes had come back.
I heard them there a while ago in the background. Uh-huh.
And the reason why I went back because I've been in and out of groups, here and there and all over. I was on
Shaky, I'm gonna get off for a second, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Also, he left, hey?
Huh?
So he left, huh?
Oh, he said he's coming right back.
No, just it was getting almost interesting.
Yeah, my chickens started. I've lost, I bet you 10, 12 chickens in the last 2 or 3 days.
Fox or
No coyotes.
coyote got coyotes.
Yeah.
I only seen a coyote once when somebody was hunting them. But I seen I don't know if it was a German Shepherd or if it was a timber wolf. I want to lean toward the timber because I had like a bushy tail, but it maybe could have been a coyote one time. I seen. I walked right on it.
Wow.
I walked past a bear eating one inside them big bushes. Them what how you call them berries? There, and them laurels got them funny looking berries on them.
Yeah.
Big old bear. I walked right past that one time. Yeah, hell, I always find the bear too a lot.
Now, Gary, is that your only incident you had with these things, or have you had any other incidences? Or
Yep. Let me go, further down the line here a little bit. Let's see. Um, I was gonna tell them about where, about being in and out of these groups and all, and then finally I found one, and it was Native American Indians, and I explained them. These other groups I explained them. You got the same old thing. Where, when, don't bother them, and all this bunch of crap.
yeah, I stay away from the groups on Facebook anymore.
Idiots, yep, idiots. Because I wasn't really getting nothing from them, and I wasn't. Well, one person even tried to troll me in my own home state. Tried to troll me, said, "Well, that was me." I said, "Well, then didn't you see me put my rifle at your face?" And I heard nothing more. I heard nothing more from him. Oh, that I tell you, I went nervous, wreck, trembling because I couldn't type. I couldn't do anything, man. I was a wreck. Really was a wreck, big time.
Mm.
I thought I was a strong person. I really thought I was. I fooled myself. I wasn't. I really thought I was a strong person. Then, then that's it. Then it was Peter Bridges. It was Peter Bridges. He told me a story. He'd written down a story for me of Native American Indians. It was Peter Bridges.
I know since I've had my incidences, my encounters, I notice when I go in the woods, I don't care if I'm deer hunting or what I'm doing, I always seem to be more alert to what's around me. I'm always looking around a lot more, especially behind me. I've noticed that.
Yep. So I had my grandson peeking in on me.
Yeah.
Oh, little kid. Then after that, I think then sometime in February, because I didn't go. So I had to wait till a certain time to where I had to go because the gate they locked the gate on state game. They know they locked the gate.
Yeah.
So in that February, if I went back, I was gonna. I heard it was well I was sleeping. Well, I was sleeping. Yeah, I imagine at night. Well, it's like it's hard for me to explain it, but
Yeah.
I heard a voice. It was a woman's voice. Came on and said, "His name is Argo." Said it 3 times that his name is Argo. And she was going to tell me something else. So I woke up. I was waking up.
Hmm.
Then that's when I went. After that, then I think it was Spring Gobbler. So that's when they opened up the gate. The state game line was. So I went up there. So I wanted to go back, see where he's sitting. And when I did, I ran into that horrible smell. Oh
Oh,
my
wow.
God. Yeah. Stop me right my track, right by some bitch and rock. I mean,
Now, can you describe it? Can you describe what that smell was like?
Oh, it was deer guts. It was deer guts and a little bit of his stew.
Mm.
Oh, it was unbearable. I mean, I wanted to throw up. I was too scared because I think he was right there. I mean, it was thick as pea soup. It was worse than, it was horrible. Yeah. Then I frozen. Then after that, I just walked down because you stopped right there by rock, right there by missing rock. Of all things, you stopped right there by rock.
Hmm.
I only walked, from my car. I say about a good. I won't say at least maybe 100 yards top. And that's why I still have a long ways to go yet. Don't go down it, trying to wheel that. But who would think to still be there after all this time? After all this time, after that year and a half.
All he's going in the cow pen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go down over here and do a little call down over here because I have to get a cow back in here. I'm always doing something. You know me, Shaky.
No doubt.
And maybe I can call something out.
Glenn, where's your other half?
Huh?
I was asking Glenn where his other half was.
cooking.
Oh, well, that's a good thing.
And we just had caught in the house. Oh,
Then after that, I walked all
Sorry
the way
about that.
down. Where I had to cut it all here because it's a very narrow path. Very narrow path it is. I had
Now,
my
Gary,
binoculars. I had my
you're just
binoculars,
you're
my
just a little
shotgun.
you're just a little north of me, I think. But here where I'm at, we got mountain laurel so thick. If something went in the woods here, I mean, 10 feet in, it's
Yeah,
gone
yeah,
because the mountain laurel's so thick. You just
yeah,
disappear.
yep. Yep, thing right here is really thick. Right, goes. I'm on the very top of the mountain, the very top. At the very top. Yeah, and I'm the only guy there too. I'm the only person there when I was doing that. Well, there was a person I see about a mile down. Looks like it's some kind of survey because they say there was these gas fillers. I know that's probably what he was. So I had, like I had my binoculars, my shot. Oh, well, of course sorry, I got ahead of myself too. Where I said where I worked my turkey collar. That's before I ran to that smell too. I worked my turkey collar, so I had to come up with a plan to fool 'em. I had to come up with a plan. I think my plan was. I think it did. I think it might piss them off. I think it pissed Bigfoot off. You know. Then when I went in there into the path, no, I was scared as all hell. I was just a trembling. So I wanted to see where he was sitting at. I wanted to find out where he was sitting. I hope he was behind me somewhere I was at. When I looked all around. I said, "Holy shit!" And I came to the deadfall. Yep. I saw be some gun. He was right there. So he was probably about 25 to 30 yards behind me, sitting down. I
Wow.
didn't even know it. I didn't know it until when I turned around. Oh, then when I looked up, I went past because I never went past the dead. I never went past it before. So I got looking around, and that's when I watched him bob up. He was bobbing up and down. Yeah, he was bob. I caught him in slow motion. Just like a cartoon, like really slow, up and down. Oh, he did about 3, 4 times. I knew it was. Oh my God, he's there. I got scared and left. Then so like I came out of the guy and I walked. I didn't run or anything. I walked. I didn't want to let him know that I was watching him. And I was
Yeah.
watching my binoculars. I walked probably about a good 50 yards from that of the path where I'm on the I wonder how you call it. Well, man-made fire. It's a fire line.
Right.
That's a fire line down through there. Then that's when he did that. He did that thing there, that famous thing. Bunch of trees were shaking like hell. I just stood right there, I just stood right there until he talked at the middle of it. And that there, almost to me, it almost sounded like it was Indian. A lot of people, claim it sounds demonic. So, but to me, it sounded like Indian almost. I'm not sure. But he did talk at the end of when he got done doing that thing. I mean, it was so loud. It was loud. It was louder than a jet plane.
There went Baldy.
yep, lost him.
He'll pop back up.
So I stood my gun. I'm so dumbfounded. Like I said, I'm so dumbfounded. Man, he could have had me right there. Fine, he must.
No, that was a cow. I was going to say, what the heck? It have dawned on us. So he's got cows in that field. Yeah.
There they are. And I don't know if you can see that back over here in the back where the
I
sun's
see
shining
sun.
up there.
I can just barely. The sun's pretty bright.
Yeah, and all right up here, it is so thick with brush and mesquite and everything. And
Hold on.
something could be right in there, and I won't even know it.
Shine it. Put your phone back over again. I put you big on the screen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, and you see that over here? But nothing but oak trees.
Right.
Everything like that is nothing but oak trees all the way around. There's a whole bunch of moss hanging down from these oak trees. I mean, anything could hide here. So, yeah, I'm always in the woods. So,
How do I?
I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you when you had your encounter and everything like that. I know it took me. I know it took me a while for me to go back into the woods by myself.
Yes, I
So
had to. No, but like I said, it took Peter Bridges, when he wrote me, well, he wrote that thing there. That's so I knew more or less what I had to do. That's why I
Scott,
went back.
well, Jackie said, Baltimore, I need some more of that tea. And then Scott says, so are these things mean? Like, will they attack a person? I've heard of it happening. But you got to take everything with a grain of salt. Um, I imagine any animal would attack somebody. Any person is capable of attacking somebody. So I don't think they're aggressive, on the most part, but I think they can be.
I just thought maybe he wasn't testing me to see what I was gonna do when them deer came out. Was I gonna shoot all three of them, or if that's one thing. Maybe he wanted me found down in there. Maybe he was gonna ambush me. I don't know.
Mm.
No,
see,
there's
put
a
it this.
lot of things going through my mind at that
Yeah.
time.
See, I'll tell you like this: if he really wanted, to attack you, he would have done it a long time ago. And so I don't think that these. I believe like this. I don't think that these creatures are dangerous. But if it comes dealing with their offspring and their babies and things like that, and they feel threatened, I think
Yeah.
that's a totally different story.
Yeah.
Right.
But I did leave one thing out from the beginning there before I went into the thing there.
All right, Rob.
Oh, what?
Good seeing you, brother.
That's where I was talking to myself. I was doing a really low. I mean, really low. Only person that really could have heard me would be either God or the devil. Yeah.
But you did the right thing by not running, because a lot of times predators will come after you if you run. But if you go out slow, they don't think that you fear them as much, so they usually won't mess with you.
Like I said, I pretended I didn't see him. That's the only thing I really could have done. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did stop halfway and turn around. I turned around when I was in the, I was waiting. I said to myself, boy, if he comes, I don't know if I'll reload my gun real fast.
I see you,
Like,
crackhead. Hold on a minute. There you are.
All right. What's happening?
because I hunt with a 30-06 game Remington Game Master pump.
Oh wow. Yeah, I hunt with a.
I know about put my clip in there fast enough. I said, so I hope everybody didn't come and try to attack me. I would followed them off. I would have.
I either hunt with a 30-30 lever action, or this is the chambered in 300 blackout, or I use this. But I got a small magazine, a 5-round mag I use when I hunt. That's why it's got the scope on it.
I know my gun went down a bit ago. I probably just angered it. That's how big he is. I thought about that too when I was scoping out those shit. I don't stand a chance. I know I didn't have enough gun. I know I didn't. And he just magically healed. How he could have got behind me without me even hearing him. That's another thing.
Well, they're quiet.
Oh yeah, but I think well, because there ain't no way he could have turned into an orb or anything like that. Because that's what people always say about that. So how I'm still still puzzling how he could have got behind me without me even hearing, because in these little clump of pines, little clump of pines.
I just think they don't make noise unless they want to be heard, or once they realize that they're there, then they don't care. But I think if they're just trying to be quiet and not be noticed, I think they know how to walk around without making any noise.
I would think if you lived in the woods, you'd probably figure that out.
I want to say it's like anywhere from 8 to 1,000 pounds. It's not even more, but no, that's just a guess. That's how magically huge he is. He's just huge.
Wow.
I know he must have long arms, because I couldn't find his arms. I tried to look for his arms and his legs.
That sounds like the Freedman. The one Freedman caught. That was a big, wide, big old thing. The Freedman.
But when I did a whole body scan of him, I can only go down just the fact that these guys weren't held the other half. I couldn't find it. No, I just forget. So it's wide. From center all the way down, he's just very wide.
Wow.
Some people say where they narrow off, but of course with him sitting down on that big thing, you know, it was a pretty big pine tree that was blocking the middle of the path. It was right in the middle of the path, typical pine tree. And whoever lifted it up or if it fell, I don't know. I didn't investigate that part there. You know, many times I went there, I never investigated it.
Wow.
Froze it.
And
Huh? What'd you say,
Huh?
Will?
Oh, I
phone
said,
call.
oh, he froze up.
Oh no, I didn't freeze up.
and
No,
I
not
just
you.
sit still. Oh,
Or maybe it's just on my phone. But yeah.
and to be told his name and mine speak. Now that does got me puzzled. You know, after what I done, after point my rifle, I know I did about for 5 minutes, at least for 5 minutes. I put my rifle at his face.
but
You know,
I've heard of that before too. So I don't tell anybody they're crazy for because I've heard of it. You know, I've never experienced it, but that doesn't mean it can't happen.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? For sure. Man. So yeah, sorry for the late coming in, but you know, I was trying to get some food. But
Yeah, you look malnourished.
huh?
You look malnourished.
Dude, I'm sick right now, man. Dude, this sucks.
You got that CD virus.
I got I don't know what it is, some kind of weird lung thing. I think I texted you the other day. Yeah, I was in the hospital. I thought I was having a heart attack, but
Oh yeah.
Turns out my lungs are just screwed up, and they got me on steroids and whatever, an inhaler. So I don't know. They'll figure it out. They did a lung X-ray, so it's not lung cancer, so that's cool, and not pneumonia. So.
Yeah, another part where I got ahead of myself. Like I don't know why, but but I did. When I came up there to the when I got out of the car, I said to myself, "So I hope God is with me."
Yeah.
I did. I hope God was with me because I knew what I had to face. I knew what I had to face. I didn't want to do it, but I know it had to be done. I'm more or less curious, to where he was sitting behind me. That's what I really wanted to do was find out where he was sitting. And after a year and a half, or a little bit better, he was there waiting. He was there waiting. That's another thing that had me baffled. He was there waiting. How would he know that I was coming back? And the same.
I've heard a lot of people say that they'll mess with people to get them out of the woods. They'll play. It was like a cat and mouse game with people just to drive them out of the woods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I went
Definitely
there for
heard
years
these stories for sure.
For years and years, I've been going there, same spot. Even when I went back after a year and a half, he was still there. I wasn't expecting to see him. I just want to go back, to see what he was saying. But when he did that thing, oh my God.
Wow.
And these big clumps of trees, I don't know, probably about 3 to 4. I mean, they were just a shaking, big tall trees. Yeah, I couldn't believe that neither. I'm just going out.
Okay, Mary, thank you for coming by. Have a wonderful evening.
Then that time, the time goes by. I mean, once I go to this spot here, where I get so uncomfortable. I have to leave because I get so tensed up. Now I have to. I said, well, I'll go on the other side of the mountain. I said, I know. Yep, sure enough. There it was again. Well, I would mention these GHOST, but I think I'll leave them out because.
Well, I was just thinking that. I was
Running,
just thinking about that.
He is running with ghosts, man. I see.
Because you hear a lot of stories that it also ties in with ghost stories with Bigfoot. It's kind of weird, and I've heard that before too.
I've seen them. When I first, I did jump ahead, before I'm excited, because the first time I've done this. Above the tree line, way up above the tree, when I first started walking, and before I'm seeing these ghosts, there's paranormal up above the damn tree line. I thought they looked like lemurs. I thought they, but no, as time's going by, like today, I said, we don't have lemurs. I'm in the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So I figured maybe it's the damn squirrels I killed over the years.
Huh.
That's the only thing I really can think. Maybe it's the damn squirrels I got. Yeah. Then when I walked in, then when I went in there, so I went in there and tried reason with it too. Yeah, Minnie. And
What the heck?
Watch it. Careful
That's
over
me. It's my rental car. I'm just hitting buttons.
there.
This is nuts here.
I thought Jeff was going to come on.
Goddamn
He's
plug.
watching right now. I don't know what he's doing.
You knew I was doing something, Damien. But there's no wrecking for me as it is. Because my plan was to forget about this. That happened. That was my plan. There.
I'll be right back.
You still hear me okay?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
when I said paranormal, then I walked in where I had to go to buy my tree, and I had look, I said, boy, I see funny looking faces or something. I know what they were. I thought they were Bigfoot, but then I kept looking, say, I don't know, these damn things are ghosts. Holy shit, man, there was a slew of them. Then way up in the far end corner by a tree, I seen something. I don't know what the hell it is. Man, this thing's more scary than ghosts. I don't know what the hell it is.
Huh.
I don't know what the heck it is. I kept looking, I couldn't find out what, even my binoculars, I could not make it up. I could see the outline of it.
Huh.
There's something more scary than these ghosts.
It wasn't like it couldn't have been a young Bigfoot up in the tree or something.
No, it's down on the ground. No, it was all down on the ground.
Wow.
Then I think around in I think it was 218 or 219. Yeah, it had to be 218. That's when I went like on the other side of the mountain. And I said, I know that there's no way it's gonna be there. No way. I got there at the very top. Cause I know the buck. I seen a buck, so I just started walking off. So I let that buck go because it got away from me. I happened to look up. They're looking down at me. Looking down at out in the open, looking down at me. But I could see the long hair. It had like long hair. So I hang down.
What color was the hair?
I couldn't say, but I could see the long hair. I could see it. I know I was about 100 yards. I could see the hair. I could see the hair hanging down from his freaking arm.
Wow.
What color was the hair?
I don't know what color it was. I really couldn't say. But I know his face looked scary. The face of it looked really scary. I think it was a female. I think it was when it got them jagged teeth I know rounded like a rounded head.
You couldn't see if his hair was his hair dark or light?
I got the hell out of there. I got the heck out of there. Man, looking right down at me, right out in the open, looking down at me. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. And I left there. I got the hell out. I left. I went home. Yeah, holy cow. Then I went to my original spot again, where I had my first encounter. There was this damn ghost behind me. I could turn around and didn't know, but I looked around, there was this damn ghost behind me. Yeah, a darn ghost.
Hey, gone.
Behind me, about 20, 25 yards out in the open. I watched his eyes move. I kept watching, kept turning around. Then finally, I watched his eyes move really, really slow. I seen it move. Then this buck came running, so I forgot. I forgot. I ran right by it. I ran right by the damn thing.
Was there any Civil War battles up in that part of Pennsylvania?
I don't know, Steve. I really don't know.
Huh.
I really couldn't say. I didn't investigate it. I'm not into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But to see all this paranormal like I did, no, wow, after all this time, I never thought there was something like that. But never, not my wildest life, never. Even Bigfoot, wow. No, there's probably a lot more. But like I've been trying to forget about that stuff because here was my objective. Just to forget it. Because really, it put me in that PSD for a long time. Like I said, it's night and day, man. I had tears in my eyes, night and day, nonstop. I couldn't do anything. Even when I was on the computer, I don't know how many viruses I put in the computer. It was just horrible. Like I said, I thought I was a strong person, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I've heard people that have had encounters say that they would never go back in the woods, or it took them a long time to go back in the woods.
Yep,
Yeah, it took me a long time to go back.
it was Peter Bridges. He wrote that thing there, and I knew what I had to do. So here, let me write you something. And I read it when he did. Then I knew what I had to do.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you got to face your fears.
People always say that that they wish that they could actually see a Bigfoot of their own. And then I always say no, because because I've seen one, and I kind of wish I didn't see it, but because the thing is, again, once you see it, I mean, you just can't get it out of your mind.
It can't be undone, no. I just think I went never talking to him. I don't know how many times I went back to talk. I tried to reason with him. I gifted him many times. Gifted him. I won't say. I don't want to tell what I gifted him, because I don't want other people going there and doing this stuff, because they don't know what they're dealing with.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't know.
Well, I had to try and reason with it. That's what I was doing, trying to reason. I was trying to show that I was a good person. Well, I was trying to show that I was a good person.
I think they know. You know what? It's just like a dog. A dog can tell if somebody is good or not. You ever notice a dog? You know, they either are skittish to somebody, or they're aggressive towards somebody, or they're very friendly towards somebody. They can sense that. And I think these things can sense that too. I think they can sense what your intentions are.
Oh, for sure.
I really do.
Yeah, no.
Definitely.
No, things that that I was talking to, I like to keep that confidential too. Really, I really want to keep that confidential, because I like that. I don't want people going there and copying me.
Yeah.
Because what I was doing, and I really didn't know at the time, but that's what these things were. To me, I think it was just a dumb thing I did, but I had to get my peace of mind back. I had to get it back. I figured it's the only thing I could have done. If I could do it, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to see it or nothing, because like they did, it didn't ruin me. Because now
Scott,
I don't venture out too far in the woods anymore now. So I'm scared to death.
Scott's asking a question in the chat. Says, so do they like swamp area or in the oaks and pines? I think it depends on what part of the country they're in. Like down in the south of Florida, the skunk ape likes the swamps. And you get up into the mountains and whatnot, or up in the Pacific Northwest, they're more of regular woods, or up in the woods with the pines.
Yeah, I think completely dependent on where they're at.
No,
I think that's how they adapt.
They say there's a swamp Bigfoot around here, but I've never seen it or heard it, so I don't know.
Now, on our mountain, if it rains, the others they'll make like big, gigantic mud puddles, and when I have to walk into it, makes it really swampy. And we do have like a little ravine, or something, like if it rains a lot, the water will run down through there. But for the train, I think just like in the other train, if you're going to mountain, no matter where you go, you're gonna have the laurels and the pines.
I think his pines are shelter for them, because they can get up underneath the pine tree and have those pines get into the shelter.
And they would even use a pine for bedding. Pine trees makes excellent shelter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect. And look at the oils that they have for insects. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they actually use for that. Like down over here, I've heard people actually see them scratch on telephone poles, because they have the creosote on the telephone pole, and also trying to get towards some areas where there's some oil spills, and try to get that in there for their insects, and for them to rub in their bodies. I've heard so many stories about stuff like that. So, I mean,
Scott, I'm reading Scott's comments. Scott, I tell you what you do: go on Google and type in BFRO, And then once you go into BFRO site, they have a map, and you can go in your state, and they have where all the reported to them where all the sightings are, and you can see how close they are to you or the area.
And let's say even have this big goat. I think it's possessed. But when I look at history, when I look at this, I think it's possessed. I do, and I'm gonna go with that theory. A lot of people probably think I'm nuts, but when I was looking at it, I could see there's something different. Man, there was something different.
There
Now
he is.
that this goat was behind me, yeah. Well, what else would this damn goat the main goat?
What up?
Why would
What up? What up?
I mean, I think it's
This is what we talking about.
Bigfoot.
Are you wearing a Redskins shirt?
Damn right.
Well, you're gone.
Yes, sir.
Let me kick him out.
Come on, man. You grew up in Maryland. Who you a fan of?
I'm a Pittsburgh fan, buddy. I'm sorry.
Okay.
More than both, man.
That's all good.
You know, if you wear anything with Native American on it, or a headband, or anything into a stadium now with Redskins, you're ejected.
Yeah.
You're kicked out of the stadium.
People are
they're getting rid of all the Native American imagery. So yeah, if you walk into a stadium if I was to walk in with this, they would kick me out.
They had bought you. They might not even let you in the stadium.
I know, no shit.
That motherfucker is just offensive.
God.
Bitch.
God. Man, they took the lay from that butter thing, the old lakes, whatever that. Yeah, and I'm
Miss
going.
Buttersworth?
No, the Land of Lakes too. The Land of Lakes Indian girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Land of Lakes. There's a bunch of them that they got rid of. Uncle Ben's.
I didn't know they done that to Land O'Lakes.
So then, what are they going to do when they take everybody of of all these different ethnicities, and they take them all off? Then who's going to be on the pictures? Like, I don't understand.
No, they ain't gonna have no pictures. It's all gonna be plain wrapped. It's gonna be just like Russia. It's gonna be all just a plain wrap.
Bags.
Didn't Orlando Lakes take was the imagery off though of the whatever it was?
Yeah, they took the lady and kept the land.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they took the whatever off and then they kept the land. So I don't know.
Yeah,
crazy.
The Chiefs, the Chiefs are have done. They're doing the same thing.
The Indians are no longer the Indians. They're going to be the Guardians now.
Yeah, the Guardians, right? Yeah,
Did we just offend homeboy or something?
What'd you say, Gary?
I said, did we just
for a while. I thought Bigfoot was the guardian of the gate.
He like bad to lose signal and fall off for a second. He usually comes back.
Oh, okay.
And for him to have the same.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, there he is.
Yeah,
I think he runs and hides every once in a while.
Is that what it is?
That's why I want to say that I know he's possessed.
I think we've all been guilty of doing that every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a puzzling thing right there alone. Why would this damn goat behind me staring at me?
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, yes it is. Bigfoot.
Where do you live at?
And
It's still light there, so you're obviously like on the West Coast somewhere, or
he's south of you.
Like in Western days, where when let's say stick them up, where they have both their hands up. That's what Bigfoot was doing at the 4 foot. He's in a ravine because I was coming down when these ghosts was right with him.
Huh.
He had his hands up, like that. I guess what the hell? He's sticking out like a sore thumb. Now I know. I guess if I had to walk down I'd be right there. Let me walk right by him. Why he stood there doing that?
Wow.
That's another. Yeah.
How are you doing, Jeff?
Yeah, really far out. Yeah.
I'm about to do me a hit.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
stuff ready.
Yeah, I'm down here in South Texas right now.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in New Mexico, so I figured you were somewhere close to me since it was still light where you were.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Hey, do y'all want me to show y'all a Bigfoot twist real quick?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah. Let me.
let me go walk to it.
Bigfoot twist.
Hey, Jeff.
Damn.
Jeff, if you haven't met Baltimore's my brother in Texas. He's an Apache Indian.
Okay, very cool.
I'm both
Well, it's nice to meet you, brother.
Same here.
To me.
What'd you say, Gary?
I'm also have a little bit of Crow Indian than me, so my
Oh, wow.
my great grandfather somewhere. I guess he married an Indian squaw.
Yeah.
I also have a little bit of Crow Indian than me.
I'm Scots Irish. That's all I know.
That's why I like the woods. I did tell Bigfoot that. I love the woods just as much as you do. That too, yeah. Well, the things I told him, yeah. Be amazed what I said, but so it's pretty personal. Well, telling him, yeah, I did. I these goals. I'll talk these goddamn goals. I know that, yeah. They're part playing too. I'm so dumbfounded. I'm telling you, I was talking about goals. I Bigfoot had been there. He had me. Yeah, I'll tell you.
You're making me laugh, Jeff.
I don't want to do it all up on the camera and stuff. You know what I mean?
That's that thing. You never do nothing at
I don't
me.
take cares too much.
Never have anything thrown at me.
Yeah.
He just did that famous thing where he, woo, I mean, really loud. I mean, it was so aggressive. It was unreal, but that's the only thing he done to me.
Huh.
Oh, and that time, I did see something run really fast as hell that one time. Yeah, I forgot about that.
They are fast.
Oh my God, I'm about fast as speeding bullets.
Yeah, they are wicked fast.
And when he stopped, never made a noise. It never even made a noise. Not one bit. Yep. Then.
Yeah, it's flat where you're at, bro.
Yep.
I don't see no hills or nothing there.
Well,
Nope, there's a bunch of trees.
So call his name.
Nice.
He
Now, I came. Here's that tree that they actually did the twist on.
The crazy thing was God's angels was there in the vortex looking down at me.
Yeah. Can you see that?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna make it bigger.
Oh yeah.
Can you see that?
Yes. Yeah, it takes thumbs to twist something.
Oh yeah. And there's another area. Well, here's and then he did this up here. And the thing is, again, you start thinking like a scientist now. Again, you have to be your own scientist in the field. And I get a balloon and rub it in my hair and check if there was any hair in the bottom for me to pick it up or anything like that. Nothing. I checked for hair on this thing and nothing. But something with two hands did this. And then in the same area, maybe like around, I would say like around 400 yards, 500 yards away, my blind's there. And there's actually an oak tree there that's actually twisted, pinned to the side. And there was actually some more twist marks in there. So when we went to our deer stands, he was actually there waiting for us in there. So, see, and see right in there, right in there.
Hold on, let me make it bigger. There you go.
Oh, now I understand.
Yeah.
Yep. Because there's something I would never do. I would never go out in the night now. Now that I know what's out there, never.
I don't go out without a gun.
I'll be all the money in the world. I still will not go out there in the dark. I used to go out there coon hunting. All by myself one time. My light went from the same reason my light, went out on me.
Wow. What is that noise?
Ain't me.
What's it sound like?
I don't know.
A beat.
I think that's my woman in the kitchen. What do you call it when you what's that steak called that you beat?
Tenderizing it.
Tenderizing.
Yeah, but what is it? What's that? It's called something.
Chop
like the
steak.
actual steak. What's the steak called?
Keep
Filet
steak.
mignon. Oh,
No,
Yeah.
I don't
Filet-
remember.
filet mignon. I don't know.
Whatever it is, it's going to be good.
Did you catch
Yeah,
that
yeah.
last part I was telling you, Steve?
Huh?
Did you catch that last part what I was telling you?
Everybody's talking. I couldn't hear. I'm sorry.
The last and final time I went in there, I didn't get no reply to know if it was his name or not. So when I called his name out 3 times, well, before I even got there, I think there was a vortex with things looking down at me. But I think they were God's angels looking down at me because they were dressed in a bright white.
Wow.
Yeah, and a vortex up in the air, the sky opened up. Then I walked in there, I hollered out his name 3 times. He answered me, but he did it in 2 different tones. He did it in 2 different tones. And I know he had a hard time saying, but he was saying yes. He was technically saying yes.
Oh, okay.
Jeff, I didn't show you.
But-
This is
but-
totally on a
but-
side note.
It took a long time for God to answer me. No, but like I said, at the beginning, I did ask him to walk with me.
Yes, look.
So that's how terrified I
Feels
was.
like a goddamn dog did
Oh,
to
I
me
bet.
in my sleep.
Are you kidding me?
Well, I know God is real now. I do know that for a
The
fact.
longest one's like 2.5 feet long.
How many are
I
there?
watched them move.
4.
I watched them move to another.
Damn.
Yeah, they moved to look down at me. They moved.
Sabrina's gonna try to crochet him back in, and sorry, y'all, we're having like a side conversation, but yeah,
Why don't you
Sabrina's
just
gonna
cut-
try to.
Why don't you just cut your hair off short, old man, and be, instead of trying to be a kid still, just go ahead and cut your hair.
How many did he get? Did he rip off of you, Will?
4 and cut him. It looks like somebody cut him with scissors.
Wow. And he did it
And
while
they
you were
only-
sleeping?
Yeah, I was sleeping on the couch, and I put everything up because this dog wants to chew everything up. But I guess some of my hair was hanging off the side of the couch, and
Oh,
yeah,
man.
only halfway down on all of them, but still, I mean, my hair's like
You
my
need-
knees.
You need to put your hair in a man bun when you sleep.
Well, this I'm gonna
Man,
try.
it's so uncomfortable.
What happened?
Well, that's right. That dog's dead now. So
I bought a brand new GoPro. I got
Put your hand on the road,
$400 wrapped up in it.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to work the damn thing. Yeah, really. So that's how dumb
Jakey,
I am.
Michelle said check your messages.
I did.
What'd you
Gotcha,
say, Will?
brother.
Did you say the dog's
Huh?
dead now? Did you say
Oh,
the dog
yeah.
is dead now?
yeah, she got hit by a car the other day, right in front of me.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
How good
Well,
That
that
was-
sucks.
is a
he was
GoPro?
to replace Ben.
Did I get the right
It
one?
didn't last very long.
Huh? What'd you say, Gary?
So I got a GoPro 7. Is that the right
Yeah.
one?
That's what my son has. I got a 3. I got an old one.
It's waterproof.
Yeah. My son has one. They're good.
Yeah, close to what? $400? Oh my God! Time to buy the memory card. The stick alone was $75.
Yeah. I got a mount.
$75.
I got a mount for my scope right here, so I can put my phone on it, and I can actually just look through my phone and record when I shoot.
Now, are they both not?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
How do they work with your phone? Do they attach to your phone or?
Yeah, it's a little plastic thing I got for $15, and it mounts to the scope and mounts to the phone and goes right on the end of the scope right here. So I don't have to look down the scope anymore. I just
Well,
Dude, that's amazing.
I'm talking
And
about my
you can-
GoPro onto my phone. Or do I have to carry that separate? You know what I'm saying? I'm new to this. I'm new. I'm kind of puzzled on it a little bit.
That's a beast ass gun right there, though, man. I like that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
that's not 223. That's 300 blackout.
Nice.
That's got a little
Nice.
oomph
What do
to
you
it.
What do you have, Will?
I just still got my old shotgun. I got a Mossberg 590 A1. It's a
Right. That's what we got. We got a shotty.
yeah, just but it'll hold 9 rounds. So
Hey.
I'll whip your ass with it if need be.
Right.
Hey, did y'all
That's
ever
funny.
get your YouTube channel working?
No, not yet.
Nah.
We messed with it one night, and then we just haven't got better. Our schedules are so different, especially because we live halfway across the country. Like our time zones are different, so
I got you.
it's hard to catch up. But we're gonna make it work though.
That's
psyched
good.
about it. I'm psyched about it. I don't even know what really we're gonna do. Probably we're just gonna be me and Jeff is probably what's gonna happen, and we're just gonna laugh at each other all night. Is what's gonna happen.
Hey,
Trust me, we do plenty of that.
hey, it's gonna be Beavis and Butthead real life.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
They
for real.
could be sitting. Yeah. Yeah.
He said, but.
Has anybody ever claimed that they've seen with him, or
What?
Hey,
has
hey
anybody
guys, you
ever
see the
claimed
hogs over here, man?
that they have seen these ghosts with him? Has anybody ever claimed this yet?
I've heard of instances where there was a paranormal like that.
Yeah, there's a slew of them.
Yeah, I definitely have heard that.
There's one
Yeah,
I
I
can't
would
really
feel that
identify what the hell it is. I know it's more. I think it's a little bit more scary than these ghosts. What the hell it is? Because it had like I told you, it had like not horn, but some kind of things like they were like Indian though, but they were small. They had no feathers, but yeah, I know they weren't feathers, anything like that. But they were running off like that. They were spaced out probably about every inch to 2 inches. I can see them sticking up.
Once I get my car fixed, I'm gonna get my wife to take me over to Gettysburg and ride through there one night.
What's man? I've heard some good stories about that place. But what's up with your car?
What didn't?
He said, "What is it?"
The rear turn signal isn't working on the driver's side, and when we checked for a short, when we took the side marker lights out, they had both been spliced off at the where they go through the frame on the side. So now I got to find the wire that's down in the frame and get it connected back and get it fixed.
Gotcha.
And now mine's we have yearly inspections, and mine's due now, and I can't get inspected until I get it fixed.
Oh no! What a pain, dude. That sucks. And it's the simplest things that'll fail in inspection. I mean, obviously that's something that needs to work. But my girlfriend's car, like we were getting our vehicles inspected before we moved down to South Carolina, and she failed her inspection because I had put a new headlight in for like a whole new lens and everything, and one of them was dirtier than the other, and they failed her inspection. I was like, that is so stupid. They were like, no, you have to.
What was dirtier than the other?
Yeah, the lens was kind of yellowed on the old one, and the new one was obviously new, but they failed our inspection for that. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Just get a tag."
That's some petty shit right there.
Baldy, how many hogs right there, Baldy?
15.
15.
15.
Jeez.
Can you see them?
Yeah, that's good deer. That's good food
Let
for
us see.
Bigfoot.
Huh? I don't know if you can see him or not. If you can see him walking down over there, you can see some black walking.
I can see black shapes moving. So yeah.
Those hogs. Those are the hogs there.
I was sitting there with this rifle. Pa-chow, pa-chow.
Yeah, there's some of them right there.
How many do you need?
Couple.
You only need one.
No, a couple.
I don't say the meat is strong on them. The meat is strong.
I cannot for the life of me figure out why we have a hunger problem in this country with all those wild hogs down in the south.
You know what? They're starting to blow them up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, with landmines. Is that what you mean with landmines?
Some kind of dynamite. They get them all together and they hit a switch and they blow them up.
What did it? Tananite.
I think it'd be really awesome.
That's it. You're right, Steve.
The wrestle. That'd be awesome to see.
Why?
That would because they say how dangerous they are. That'd be awesome to see.
She had beaten the hell out of that steak, man. You gonna have this steak when you're done.
I'm gonna go in there and see what's up. Hang on.
She's done the steak house.
That's some funny shit. Oh man.
Either that or it's gonna be an awful big steak.
Oh my god.
She must be thinking it's him.
That's probably what's happening, to be honest with you.
She's saying she's probably thinking that snake is his head.
Man, am
You
I
ain't
doing
finished
this?
yet.
Why can I only see Baltimore?
Because he's on the big screen because he was showing the
Okay.
hog.
I thought I did something. Okay, I was trying to figure that out. All right, cool.
Yeah, one day we actually counted 60 hogs out here.
Now we're looking at you.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to see that old mug.
One day we counted 60 hogs out here. And then the most we caught in the trap was 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Baldy, is that the farm where the lady hits on you?
Huh?
Is that the farm the lady hits on you?
No comment.
Oh man.
Yeah. I gotta behave myself. Yep. Hey, Shaky, do you want to see the bridge where Bigfoot crosses all the time?
Heck yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over here, and a long time in the 1920s, they would actually call it Satan's Bridge for some reason, and so they changed the name. And,
is that the one they put a sign up at?
What now?
Is that the same bridge they put the Bigfoot sign up? Did they put a Bigfoot sign up or something there?
They're going to put some tables on it, and they're actually going to put a sign on it called Bigfoot Crossing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so the thing is, on this bridge up here, they were saying that there was actually a ghostly figure of this little girl that dances on that bridge, or they see a white lady in the bridge. I haven't seen those two, but the Bigfoot stories out here is just phenomenal. I had so far around 35 stories already from 35 stories already from this bridge, and it was made like 1909 or 1910 or something like that. So
I tell you what, you guys, Baldy has been on BBC.
Oh yeah,
on the BBC. They interviewed him, but they got him walking in dinosaur tracks in a creek.
Wow.
Oh wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is it on YouTube or anything that so we could see it?
It actually came out on for some reason it actually came out on it came out in What on Earth. It actually showed yesterday. Yeah, I actually showed yesterday, and it's under Finding King Arthur, I think number 9, and on the very first one there.
You know what?
Now,
I saw that listing too. I should have watched it.
Now, if you can see the bridge right behind me, Shaky, you can put it up.
Yeah. All right, hold on. I gotta get my mouse. Let me see here. Solo layout. There we go.
All right. So here is the bridge, the famous Normanna Bridge, and if you look down here in the bottom, here's where it actually crosses. Right down here.
I'd give anything to see one down there right now.
Well, put it this way, I wouldn't be too surprised if we see one.
I see
because right now the creek has water right now. The creek has water right now.
That bridge don't look too safe, brother.
You ain't right.
And then
It's been there for a while.
If you see down here in the bottom, you can actually see water down here. And they've actually chased people away from here. And then there's this tree that's down over here that now you see this tree right here, right in front of me here.
The dead white one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a willow tree,
right?
And they actually it actually shook this tree right here, where there was a couple of ladies here, and you see how bad the bridge is here.
Oh
so,
yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta get off of it.
Yeah. Don't be playing no Indiana Jones up there now.
Oh hell no! If I fall, you can just call 911. Let them know where I'm at. But
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
But if you see that bridge and then the bottom, you see those dark areas over there, and right over there is the other new bridge where people normally cross.
Right.
And then on this bridge where I'm at right now, it would actually walk on this bridge. And so where my car's at, they could actually it actually walked on this bridge and went towards an area when this man was actually parked there.
Huh.
So yeah, it's always active here. So
What's the deal
Pretty
with
wild.
them hanging around waterways? That's what you hear a lot too.
Because you got water and you got food, you got crawfish, you got minnows, you got frogs, you got all kinds of benefits to water, and it's like a little highway. You know, what I mean, it just follows the water.
see, and also too, they actually found this Bigfoot hut down here that they actually made a mat to it. And they were saying that even in the Falk Monster, they said that Mr. Crabtree was saying that it looked like he was washing his feet in the water.
Oh,
And
wow.
then they've actually found a house over here in Berkeley, Texas, that had a mat on it. And the very first thing that came to my mind was he was actually sitting on this mat and washing his feet. And why did it want to do that for? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe the female don't do that. The female, because I did have a real wait, I don't know if it was, I don't think it was what people don't usually smell sometimes was, I don't know, it wasn't cinnamon. I can't think of that smell. I used to know what it was, but I think I ran that smell twice. But if it was only a female would wear something like that, some kind of perfume smell like it was.
I know if you smell
I can't think of it.
if you smell cucumbers, that means you got a copperhead near you.
That's true. If you smell death, it means Jeff is near you.
You know,
No, it wasn't nothing like
you know,
that.
I wasn't
It
getting,
was like a
I wasn't getting
that woman would wear.
a ghost medication.
I can't think what it was.
And we went to one area where that thing smelled death.
Oh,
And
Real pixelated.
I guess this is. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
Here's my phone.
got a bad signal.
and then and then so
We can't hear you.
So can you hear me?
You're real pixelated.
They make an effect like that for a guitar. It's kind of interesting. Do from Rage Against the Machine uses it sometimes. Sounds like that.
Mhm.
I can hear you talking, but I can't hear what you're saying because it's real pixelated.
Okay,
Now I can
let
hear you
me
at all.
back
Oh,
up a little bit.
Yeah, find that spot.
Where did he say he was? I didn't
Texas.
hear. Texas.
Yep. Hey, Pepper.
How's that?
Yeah, there you go.
Is that better? Is that
Uh-huh.
better?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I had to travel in order for me to get a good reception. Yeah. What was I talking about?
I don't know. We couldn't hear you.
Oh, I was talking about.
Oh, I lost.
Talk about nothing, apparently.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. He's back. He's back. There you are. Now you're back.
Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
Okay, I used to do a lot of ghost hunting in Gettysburg.
Yeah.
And so we went down to this area, and this thing smelled like death. And so they never told us anything about the about the investigation or basically what happened in the area or anything like that. And then the only thing I could smell is this death. I said, "Man, dude." He goes, "What the hell?" I said, "Come on, Paulie, let's go." He goes, "Wait a minute, don't you smell that?" He goes, "Smell that." He goes, "This." And he comes up, he goes, "No, we can't smell nothing." He goes, and I looked at my fiance and I said, "Lil, do you smell that?" And she goes, "No, Baldy, I don't smell nothing." And I said, all right. So, and we kept on walking and everything like that.
Now, Baldy, I don't mean to cut you off, but when you say death, do you mean like decaying flesh kind of death? Or
decaying flesh.
Okay, I got
That's
you.
what I figured.
Yeah, decaying flesh. And I'm going, what in the world?
And then all of a sudden, I stayed in that one spot. I said, and I told Lillian, I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to stay right here because there's something happened here. And and then I came up there, and by the end of the investigation, everything like that type deal, and he goes, "You were smelling decayed flesh?" I said, "Yep." He goes, "Where?" I said, "Right here." I go, "What happened here?" And you know something that happened here, and there was underneath some bleachers by this high school or something. And he goes, "Well, they found like 12, 13 bodies buried exactly in the same spot that you were on."
Wow.
He goes, "That's why you're smelling that." And I said, "Yeah."
Get it.
So, and I had this sixth sense that I could let you know if a place is haunted or not, or I could go to a land and stuff like that type deal and let you know if something happened there, because sometimes I feel emotions there.
Right. Yeah, I know what you mean. I do too.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and it's like I said, once you go down these creeks, and because I feel a lot of military soldiers went down here. They even found a case of guns here, like in the 1960s, 70s.
Wow.
So, I mean, they found so much stuff out here, just unbelievable. So, I mean, the emotions are high down here. So,
The closest I've ever come to smelling a Bigfoot, and I'm thinking it was a Bigfoot, is because it smelled like a wet dog that rolled in sewage.
Yep.
It's the best way I can describe it. It's what it smelled like. It smelled like a wet dog, but it had rolled in sewage.
Mine was deer guts and a little bit of his stew, a tent. It was a tent of his stew. So I know he was right there looking me over. But I don't want to say he was close or not, because I can't swear to it. But in my opinion, I think that's what he was doing, because he stopped. Let's say he stopped right at my track, right there by this rock. It was a missing rock from the ground. Yeah, that's it. It was. I really can't describe it, how strong it was. I would just say, like, if I jumped in the middle of a sewer plant, that's how bad it was.
well,
I wanted to throw up. I wanted to, but I didn't want to, because I knew he was there looking me over. So I had my binoculars and my turkey cards. So I was working my turkey cards. I had to come up with a plan to fool him. And I think it worked out well. I think it might piss him off too. I think I did that thing. They think you can't fool him. Oh yeah. If you think things really through, you have to do what you normally do. Oh yeah, I think you can fool them. I think you can. Well, they're just trying to say what you're doing, but I know I fooled them. I know I did.
I tell you what I tell people: if you want to go out in the woods looking for Bigfoot, don't go in the woods looking for Bigfoot. Go in the woods hiking, enjoying the scenery, enjoy nature, and when something happens, it's going to happen. But if you go out there just looking for them, you ain't ever going to find it.
You're not going to find Bigfoot just looking for Bigfoot.
Find it. No.
Yeah.
You
know what I do? You know what I do? I metal detect.
There you go.
Metal detector, and I'll go down over there and bing, 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 and then I'm pretty sure he's going to be pretty fascinated with that sound. I haven't had any luck with him with the metal detector pinging it down there, but I know for a fact there is a little juvenile that's like around 5 foot tall that's running around here. I know that for sure, because there are some people that actually saw it. But if I could get that little juvenile to listen to my metal detector, so he'll probably get curious and find out what it is.
So I gotta ask, man. I'm always like the skeptic, even though I believe.
You're not. You're an asshole. Just be honest about it.
Yeah. So there's that. But you said you know for a fact, though. But just because someone told you that, or like, did you see this? Like the juvenile? That's what I'm asking about.
Okay, because the thing is, again, I've been finding stuff out here that's pretty out of the ordinary.
Right.
I've actually found balls of sand, like if they were like snowballs.
Oh wow!
And it takes a lot of pressure for them to do that.
Yeah.
And then I have some other another lady that lives close by, that her dogs go crazy when her dogs go crazy some certain nights. And one particular night, it actually saw something small running across the field.
Oh wow!
And then I have, normally this community down here is pretty well knit and tight. They don't speak to nobody.
Gotcha.
And then but they know that I am into Bigfoot stuff, and then they'll tell me that something that happened to them, and for me not to mention their names or nothing like that type deal, or they could tell their stories. There was actually one of them that was actually like around 3 years ago that actually started peeking in people's windows.
Really? Wouldn't that
and
be
then
crazy if you were inside your house and that happened? You'd be like,
oh, we sit in our trailer, and some nights all of a sudden you sound like someone just open hand smacks the side of it. Pow!
Yep.
So
And,
what is
you know
that? What is that?
No.
Because that's kind of an interesting thing to me, because that's happened to me so many times in my life and other people that I know, where you're just sitting there, you're in your house. What could have smacked the side of your house?
Yeah,
Like,
you tell me.
that is so weird to me, because every house that I've lived in where I felt like there was some sort of entity or something, that's happened to me every single time, and it happens to other people. Like, something smacked your house. That's not a limb falling on your roof. Like, something smacked the wall right outside my window, you know? Like, and you look and there's nothing there. Like,
now you know what they do out here? They put foil paper in their windows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going. I go, why do you all do that for? Like that, he won't look inside the windows. I'm going. I go, what do you mean he won't look inside the windows? And they give me this funny look, and they go, you know what I'm talking about? And I'm going, all right. So apparently they had and even in the 40s and 50s when they had the outhouses going, when people had outhouses, they would be afraid to go to the outhouse because there would be something staring at them when they would go to the outhouse.
I mean, yeah, dude, I've definitely seen some weird shit in the woods.
Yeah,
for sure. Smelled weird stuff, seen weird stuff going by, and like, you know, how are you out like miles away from everybody, and you suddenly smell like something's perfume, and you see this figure go between trees? It's not like a Bigfoot, but you know, I mean, it's obviously we're talking about Bigfoot, but
it could be paranormal. You don't know what happened there. I mean, hell, who knows?
It's it's so weird to me.
I had something come out of the bushes halfway when I was gifting, because I had this ringneck or pheasant, whatever. It's one of these colored birds. They are. Now I've never seen one, so I've been running through the thing every year. It run across me, run really fast. But I started gifting this darn thing. And I I turn around, I see something come out of the goddamn bushes halfway. Then I must have known I seen it. It went right back in, but never made a noise. Never made a noise.
Yeah, it's so
interesting. Strange.
See down here, we've been having stories all the way from 1924, and so until now, and it's always been here. And it normally there's this creek called the Medio Creek, and the reason why they call it the Medio is because it's a middle between two big rivers, the Nueces River and the Nueces River, and that's why everybody always traveled down here down by the Medio Creek. And so many stories, man, dude, I could be all day long talk about the stuff that happened around here.
I'm reading the chat. Scott says, what about a bird flying into it? Well, Scott, I can tell you this. When it happens to us, it usually happens late at night, late at night. It's not like a bird, or if you even want to say it was an owl. With the force that it hits the side of our trailer,
dude, yeah. Oh, man, I hope my phone doesn't die. Shit.
No, I can hear you pretty good.
Shaky froze.
Yeah, shaky froze. Yeah.
I went outside with a flashlight, and there's nothing there. Nothing there.
You froze there for a while there, Steve.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, Shaky, you froze for a little bit. Yeah. We didn't hear.
I can still hear y'all.
90% of what you said.
Oh. No, what I'm saying is, as soon as it smacks or hit, that hit is, we run outside. I mean, I'll run outside with a gun and a flashlight, and there's nothing there. And if a bird hit with that much force, it would be laying there. There's no way that bird's going to take back off. It's going to be going to be stunned for a while. Never seen a bird. Nothing.
So it literally, to me, every time it's ever happened, sounds like someone's hand smacking the side of the house. Like, it doesn't sound like it's not a goddamn bird. There's no way that's not what's happening. I've heard birds hit windows and the side of my house before and all that kind of stuff. No, this is something like man-sized or something or bigger, like smacking the side of your house. But I don't know that it's a physical entity. I mean, obviously it can do physical things, but like it's always in houses that I feel like, all right, this place is kind of haunted. So I don't know what it is, man. I've heard stuff beat on the side of my house before, and I look and there's nothing there. Like, like multiple times hitting the side of the house, not smacking, but like knocking hard with like both hands and stuff.
Yeah.
And I look and there's nothing there. And
Wow.
I'm like, I just don't know what it is. And, like I always say, I don't know if I'm schizophrenic or if there's something going on, like in these places, I mean, the schizophrenic part is kind of a joke. Well, sort of.
Wow.
But,
I had a lady call me. I had a lady call me one night, and it was like around 10 o'clock at night. And she comes up. She goes, Baldy. He goes, you got to come to my house. I go, it's 10 o'clock at night. He goes, no, your friend's here. I go, what do you mean you're my friend's there? He's here. He goes, what do you mean? He goes, I was watching the news. And everything, and all of a sudden he started yelling. And he yelled so loud and so close to the house that I actually jumped out of the couch. He's here. And I went to her house and everything like that type deal. I could smell the stench and everything like that in there. You could smell the odor. And I looked around the house and everything like that type deal, but you could smell the lingering, but there's no, I couldn't even see it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, guys, it's pretty close to 9 o'clock. I gotta go. I gotta do the honeydew list. I gotta
All right, brother.
Jake, it's good talking to you. It's good meeting everybody there in the panel. It was a real good talk.
Dude.
Yeah. Next Sunday, brother.
Let's do it again. All right. Bye-bye.
Next Sunday. See you, bro.
Another thing I want to ask is, after when you encounter these things, why does it change you the way you see things now? Why does it change you?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
It seemed like it didn't change me. I more or less question everything now. Toward how it
Because
does
you
that.
see something that you ain't expected to see, that your mind has a hard time wrapping itself around to tell you. I mean, it's different. It's not what you're used to seeing.
This is why
I've seen so much paranormal. Wow. Why I'm seeing these things, and when turkey hunting, that when I haven't turned around, there, the whole big flew up. I don't know how these damn things were. I don't know how they were. I know there was some kind of ghost, but I know they were small.
I don't know.
I don't know if he opened up my eyes or if I'm more open-minded or what the hell it is. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I go through phases of, like I was saying a couple of weeks ago or something, like I've seen a lot of shadow people lately, which for a long time I didn't. But I have been lately, and I imagine that'll change again in a while. I think we go through phases of that. I think maybe it depends on what we're going through mentally sometimes, or emotionally. Depends on if we're more open or we're more in like this dark place maybe, so we see these dark things, or or whatever it is. I think a lot of it has to do with our mental state, though, for sure. Not saying that we're like hallucinating, saying we're just in this state, mentally. So we're more open to these different things, I think, sometimes. I don't know.
I keep my mind open up to everything.
Yeah.
That really could be a type of reason why I'm seeing all this stuff.
Maybe, definitely.
I don't know. I don't know. Our brain is very complex.
It is, and I try to think about it all the time. So I'm like, I'm not. This is why I can't like believe any certain, religion or school of thought or anything like that, because I'm constantly learning stuff that kind of changes what I just knew. Like I just learned something new. Wow, that makes everything different, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't know. I'm always trying to figure it out, though.
It's a good thing.
I don't know.
All right, fine. Hey, why is my camera frozen? Shit. Dude,
It's not froze here.
It's not froze.
Mm-mm.
Oh, wait,
No.
there it goes.
Look at smoke
Nope,
ring
he's
up
still
there.
moving.
Watching Mr. Smoke Ring up there.
Yeah.
You turned that camera off. Did you just eat your dinner?
I did.
I bet you did. I could hear you.
You couldn't do it. I turned the mic off too.
Yeah, another
What'd
time
you
when
have?
What'd you have for dinner?
A hamburger and fries.
Hell yeah.
That's
That's
good.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah. The homegrown stuff.
Nice.
Jeff's having a
Mhm.
steak that his old lady thinks is his head that she beat on for a half an hour.
Yes, you did.
I thought that she'd done beat the whole cow up.
I'll tell you.
Sounded like she made a whole damn large pizza dough out of it, but
Right. That's what it sounded like, anyways.
That's one of them Flintstone steaks, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
could be.
But you know what? They're delicious.
Hey,
Hey, Glenn, when she bought it, it was 1.5 inches thick. Now it's like a sheet of paper.
It is, man. When I went there to check it out, it was real thin. I was like, damn. Like that. Like that right there.
we done that yesterday out on the grill.
Yeah, nice.
In a
On
thunderstorm.
the grill. Yeah, in a thunderstorm.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. Wait. I didn't think you ate steak.
I ate one once in a while, but I don't.
Yeah, another
I'm
time
not.
I went in there to that path. I had a person right in the middle of my path. I mean,
A
he
what?
didn't even move muscle. He didn't even move a muscle in a stealthy mode. Didn't have a gun or nothing. I got spooked and turned around.
Mm.
It wasn't even what's called. I just think I was gonna do a little bit of gifting at that time.
Michelle said a Swiss
He
steak.
got right in the middle of my path.
Yeah. Was it a Swiss steak?
Uh-uh.
Jeff?
A Swiss steak?
Yeah, is that what she's making? Swiss steak?
It's a squish steak.
It's I don't know what I wish I could remember what it's called, man, because it's called something.
Country
I
fried
don't
steak?
remember.
Country fried steak?
Jeff is
There is country fried steak, but it's not what that is, man. It's like
Chicken fried steak? I don't know what they
like
call it.
round steak or something. Have you ever heard? Maybe it's called brown steak, even though
I've
it's
heard
flat. So I don't
I've
know
heard
why
of
they would
tube
call it
steak,
round.
and if it's tube steak, I hope she didn't beat that with a hammer like that.
I'll tell
It's
you
already
what,
done beat.
right? Shit. She better leave that tube steak alone.
Beat that to death.
Mm-hmm.
never mind. I got so
Definitely
many
sounded
jokes
like
right
it.
I popped out for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. You started buffering and then poof. You probably got
And then he
internet
was
like I
gone.
do. You got internet like I got.
I
Yeah,
think the
me
man in
too.
black that want me to tell my story.
Yeah, Jake liked my internet Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. Glenn goes on Friday. Him and his wife go on Friday on there, or like they do, like I do, through StreamYard. And I just jump right on up in there to give them hell, and then they lose internet, so I'm stuck on StreamYard by myself for 2 hours.
Damn.
Oh no.
So I'm just
Oh, you fruit. Why does everything keep freezing?
He does that all the time up there. He'll freeze for a second and he comes right back.
Damn.
Yeah,
now
he
he's
can still
gonna
hear
have to
us
stay
too.
with
talking to everybody
Yeah.
on their show.
us. Are you cheating on us? You got multiple streams going, Shaky?
Uh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Shaky trying to be sneaky.
At one time I came upon a rock stack. So
A what?
A rock stack.
Yeah, I see a lot of them around here.
So I did one right there beside them. I counted them. I put the same number of rocks there. And the other found here, both rock stacks were gone. Gone. Rocks and all were gone. Yeah.
Well,
That was kind of.
I gotta pee.
Thank you
Go
for that
pee,
public
Will.
news announcement.
I'm gonna pee.
It was something else I was going to say, but I forgot, and I lost my concentration.
I do that all the time.
Like having, because this was my objective, to try to forget, to what happened to me, because I'm trying to get my self-esteem back, to what I went through.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta
See that,
face it.
Shaky?
No.
Yeah, I see what Michelle
Michelle.
put. I seen it.
But
And a bunch of pictures of me
That's what I was
freezing.
thinking.
why? I like why would them things let me come in and talk and say things that that I said. Why would they let me come in and not do nothing to me? There's kind of
Maybe they weren't hungry at the time. I don't know. You don't know.
Well, I don't know neither. I can't figure it out neither. Why would you let me come in?
It's weird.
I say that they more likely know who I was, but still, ghosts. We all know what ghosts are, man. You don't trust them. No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Shaky, I'm getting give out here. I think I'm gonna call it early night.
I've been on for 2 hours too, and I'm right behind you, brother. Trust me.
I've been up late every night for 4 nights now. I'm about ready to fall over.
I got a long day tomorrow myself.
Me too.
10 o'clock.
Well, bud, I'm gonna run. We'll catch you here in a day or two, buddy.
All right, Glenn.
Thank you.
I'll
Easy, man.
probably go live again Wednesday, but I'll hit you. I'll send you a message just letting you know if I do.
All righty.
All right, brother.
Well, y'all all have a good one.
Have a good one.
Take it easy.
Tell April we said hi.
All righty.
All right.
All right.
All left.
Oh.
Yeah, know what I do now? Just try how to work my GoPro.
Yeah, there you go.
I never think things so complicated.
Get one of them chest things and put it in the middle of your chest, just like the cops wear, and walk on up in the woods with it.
Goddamn street.
Yeah.
How can you see anything when you want to figure? How in the hell can you see any goddamn thing? Oh my god! Really? I never realized they were that freaking small. I never bought one. I got about close to $400 wrapped up in it.
Yeah, my son's got one too.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Very expensive. Wow. The SDS card I had to pay $28.
Yep. Yeah, I got a bunch of SD cards for my camera.
We're thinking it never came with one. You had to buy one.
Mm-hmm.
The GoPro itself was $264.
And if you buy one that does 4K, you got to buy a special card for the 4K.
Yeah, that's what mine is, 4K.
Yep. So if you film in 4K, you got to buy a special card for the 4K.
Now, I heard them say they don't last very long. Need one after about an hour, 45 minutes, or something like that.
Yeah. I always film at 1080. I don't mess with 4K. I film at 1080. It takes too long to upload to YouTube as it is, and it's not even worth it.
There's something about the
Right.
The batteries are junked in them. I don't know if they explain that in the thing there, or something about the batteries don't last long either.
Yeah.
There you go. We'd have to buy a battery once they go. Oh, they got you no matter what. They got you. Yeah.
No doubt.
Very expensive item. My brother bought a camera. Yeah, take a camera.
Yeah, but they're good.
I just gotta learn how you focus it and turn on.
I thought they were autofocus.
What's up?
I think they're autofocus.
I've been trying to get mine with my internet, but boy, I tell you, even my son don't know. He's pretty smart when it comes to things like that. He's having a hard time with it too. I probably got so screwed up. I probably never work. I think maybe I would just take my damn phone. So I got
My dad was texting.
a Samsung Galaxy 51, which ain't really too bad.
He's been watching.
Got one I
Who
can
is?
do that now.
Your dad?
Yeah.
But
My dad.
I bet he thinks we're a bunch of freaking weirdos, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's going to bed now, but
Yeah, we're all weirdos here. Trust me. Your son is like the biggest weird I've known most of my life.
he knows that. Trust me. Yeah.
That's cool. I appreciate
dad's
him
cool,
watching.
man.
I really appreciate him watching.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad's cool, man. I like my dad.
Yeah.
All right, fellas,
he's
I'm
cool.
gonna jump off here. And what's the day? The 8th. Monday's the
Yes.
9th.
Yeah, 8,
Ten.
Yeah, it was my daughter's birthday today. She turned 13.
Monday the 9th.
Oh shoot!
Maybe I'll go live
That's
again Tuesday
awesome.
night. I may go live again Tuesday night because my StreamYard resets on the 11th, so I'm going to use up what I can use up before then.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't get a notification from you when you're on.
Huh?
I just happen to find you.
Wow. I don't know. It does that for me too. For some people, I don't know. YouTube's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably know that I know too much.
Jeff, I'm gonna hit you
Yeah.
up since I'm off here.
Okay. We should try to. Well, okay. Yeah. Just call me.
All right, cool.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Nice chatting with you, Stephen. And
All right.
everybody
All
else.
right, Gary. Thank you
All
for
right.
coming up, brother.
Yep. Okay. You
See
too.
y'all.
All right, y'all
See
have
ya.
a good night.
You too.
Tuesday night. See y'all.